Right. Joey, what did that feel like?
Pretty damn good. If you want the honest answer. So good to go out and compete and play in front of that crowd.
When you get going like you did and you feel the crowd and you're coming off a tough loss and a losing streak, what did it take to have an effort like that and for the team collectively to kind of rally behind that and play a game like this?
I mean, we knew we needed to get back on track, go out and compete. Sun came up today, you know, it's going to come up tomorrow, regardless whether we win or lose, and same thing's going to happen Sunday or Monday. So, just knew we needed to play was going to happen. The game was happening regardless, and we just needed to be prepared for it.
Joey, Michigan State's guys were just sitting here and they're basically saying that you weren't even on the scouting report, that they have like 2 clips of you. So, I mean, I don't know if you noticed that, but are you noticing that you can take advantage of some things here when they're not necessarily doubling you in the post after you keep going?
Yeah, I mean, I feel confident getting the ball on the block, and something I've done my whole life, playing, you know, with my back to the basket, playing confident. You know, and their defense didn't have a whole lot to show on film for them, so they probably weren't wrong in not having a whole lot. So,
And E.J, obviously everybody knows what you and Malik are going to bring to this team every night. But when Joey's doing what he's doing, and Malik, I'm sorry, not Malachi, but Jamari hitting 4 threes in the first half, how does that help you two out when you guys can basically, does it make life easier for you two?
Of course, but I mean, I'm just happy to see everybody playing with confidence. Jamari shooting it, not hesitating. Joey getting the ball in the post and doing what he does best. And I just feel like everybody was playing with confidence today, and that was awesome to see.
EJ, does Joey give you guys buckets like that in practice, or what? Have you seen that before?
He doesn't give me buckets like that, but Zed for sure. Zed, Kyle, everybody else, yeah. I'm joking, but I can't let him catch it that deep where he will shoot the hooks kind of stuff.
Joey, knowing that Zed and Kyle both couldn't play, I guess, like, when did you get the word that you were going to start, and just how did you maybe try to frame your mind coming into this game knowing they were going to play you more minutes than you played in a while?
I mean, yesterday I was moved to Team 1, but I mean, nothing. So it wasn't like hey, you're starting. It wasn't like we sat down in a conference room and they broke the news to me. But I just wanted to be prepared for whatever opportunity happened, and you know, that's why you stay ready and do the extra stuff. So if an opportunity comes, you're prepared for it.
Joey, on Tuesday, Hunter Dickinson pretty much torched Michigan State. Did you look at the film and see, like, hey, I can kind of do stuff like this with my footwork, I kind of have a similar frame, I can kind of pull this stuff off?
I mean, we watched some of their film, but it wasn't as much of, hey, I just wanted to play my game and do what I felt confident doing in the flow of the game. We saw the film, but it wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna do this X, Y, Z. It was just whatever the flow of the game provided.
Joey, we were talking with Tom Izzo, and he mentioned that he thought the fans gave you a lift. Now, being that this is your first year at Ohio State, how did you feel the Buckeye Nut House and the rest of the fans in the shot supported you tonight?
It was great. It was great. I mean, since I've been 15 or 16 years old, I've always kind of been a spaz and played with emotion. It's just kind of been who I am. I don't, you know, I think that wouldn't take a whole lot of looking up to see me yelling and all of that. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely play with passion. I feed off the crowd, and it's just part of me.
And then E.J. Tom also mentioned that it wasn't the end that beat us, it was the start. Just what was clicking there at the start of the game to get out to such a big lead and make all 5 of the first shots?
I just felt like we had a lot of energy today. I feel like we played together. Like Coach was telling us, trust the pass, making 1 more passes, hitting the open guy, and just being confident in yourself and shooting the ball. And we were open, we were just knocking them down, just playing hard, getting to our spots. So.
Hey, Joey. Looks like you went from Southport to Butler to Indiana. How does playing for Ohio State and playing for a coach that used to coach your former team, and also playing against the gentleman sitting next to you over here, Mr. Liddell, how does that build your confidence tonight? Obviously everybody's talking about you, what you do is outstanding, but how are you able to compose yourself and focus on what needed to be done tonight?
I think the nice part about, playing with the guys here and playing for our coaching staff is there's a familiarity there of playing against them, knowing them, and all that. So there's a familiarity which just kind of makes the transition easier. But throughout the game it was like, hey, the job's not finished. The goal is to win the game. It really doesn't matter whatever EJ or I score. We're just trying to win. So whoever wasn't too wrapped up in that.
So, Joey, until tonight, how had the reality of this year matched your expectations of how you'd be used in the minutes you get this year? Because you had 1 year left, you could have gone anywhere. I'm sure you evaluated a lot of places. I'm sure coaches' relationship with you out of high school entered into you coming here. But how did the reality up to tonight match to the expectations?
Yeah, the reality was I wanted to play on a team that was going to win and contend for a Big Ten championship. And, those goals are still out there for us. So, it was just kind of part of it. There's basketball, there's, ups and downs that are with it, but you're not allowed to, your emotion never, trumps winning. At the end of the day, winning is number one priority, 1A. Everything else takes a back seat. So, I want to stay ready, be prepared for whatever opportunity came, and enjoy this last year, regardless of whatever that looks like.
So Joey, we did a whole bunch of dazzling moves today. What was going through your mind when you got the ball in the post?
Go to work. That was kind of the main thought of what I caught it was go to work.
You did just that, so.
Joey, do you have a favorite post move, and do you have a special name for any of your post moves?
No, I don't really have a name for anything. I like to shoot my left hand hook, my right hand hook, whatever is there.
What was your favorite moment of the game tonight? Was it the dunk at the end there, and how did you feel when that happened?
My favorite moment was when the clock ran out and we were celebrating as a team. That was my favorite moment.
He's lying. It was definitely the dunk. Malachi's was probably my favorite moment. Joey's was close second. So.
I don't think I've had any game dunk in over probably 2 years, so it's been a little while since that's happened.
EJ, you guys were tired, it looked like, the other night, 2 straight losses. You started that game well. To come out, start this game well, but to sustain it, what did that take effort-wise, given the schedule that you guys have been under?
I just feel like we played. I've been saying this a lot, but I just feel like we played with confidence, honestly. Joey made a great point. After our last game, we had sat down and talked. Everybody just gave out their thoughts, and Joey was like, it's not like the season's over. We still have a lot to play for. The sun's going to come up tomorrow, so we just had to leave that in the past and just learn from that, those 2 games. And we came out here and played with a lot of energy today, played very connected. Guys on the bench were very involved, and I just felt like we came out here and competed. So.
EJ, connectedness was something that your coach was mentioning after the Nebraska game, and I'm wondering, over the course of the last 48 hours, what does that look like in terms of, creating an atmosphere or creating an offense that's connected as opposed to what you guys did, I guess, 48 hours ago?
All that stuff happens off the court. I trust everybody who's on the court at that time. And if a guy comes in off the bench, everybody has their big moments. Like Joey came in today. I trust him because I see the works he put in after practice, before practice. Just having confidence in each other when it comes to off the court, trusting them, knowing they're doing the right thing, and putting the work in to be good. So.
And we know Jamari as kind of a guy that, has the ability to step up offensively and as a guy who's kind of known for his defense game and known for his defense. But what did he bring? Tonight it seemed like the 4 of you, whether it was you guys, Malachi, and Jamari, kind of were this team tonight, and you guys kind of led together. What did he show?
He shot the ball. I'm just happy he shot the ball, didn't hesitate, and just stepped into it and shot it. I feel like when he hesitates and thinks about it and doubts himself a little bit, it's not going to go in. But when he just steps up and shoots the ball, I think it's good most of the time, besides the one air ball he shot. But, yeah.